we're back. Howdy y'all, this is Ethan Bonreal playing more Oracle of Seasons than last time we were here. We made some pirate friends in Subrosia, got lost in the desert, raged a little bit, and then we also found a bell. This time around we're going to take that bell to get polished, because our pirate friends are not going to like the state it's in, and then we are also going to maybe make it to the next dungeon. It's very reasonable if I'm quick on my feet, so we'll see how things go. So, like I said, we gotta drop off this bell at the pirate's place, but he is not gonna like how it looks. Ah, you brought me bell. Thank ye, let's take a gander. Surely this... the fuck? This thing's rusted something awful. What are you trying to pull? This won't do, go get it polished. So, we get sent on another errand. But that's fine, because that gives me an excuse to talk to y'all fine folk. How y'all doing? I'm doing just dandy. I took like a 2-hour nap after I got off of work, and now I'm up and feeling young and spry. Because I slept. And that's really all it takes. I need to sleep sometimes. Work was very slow and boring today, and that is okay. My job downtown is either very, very busy or very, very slow. There is very little in between on that. So I just literally sat in the front and looked out the windows and people watched all day, and it was pretty great. I enjoy people watching a lot. To an extent, it makes me... it's like, I like having a barrier between me, so it's nice being behind the big windows, because I feel a little bit vulnerable or like a creep when I'm just like staring directly at people in public, but the window adds like a facade of separation. But anyway, so we gotta talk to this fella. Welcome to the Subrosian Smithy. We do the finest work in the land, but we only take on jobs that interest us. The two in the back are masters of the trade, I'm just a manager. The master speaks. Oh, is that so? The master's eyes cannot be deceived. He says you hold a bell of great value. He hasn't offered to polish it, but should he? Make it so, nerd. Splendid answer. Straight and to the point. Master, do it now. And it's been made fine. Sorry for the wait, this is why he's a master. The finest work in all the land. Take it, treat it like a heirloom. I would, but I'm not holding on to it much longer, so we now have the pirate's bell, which is basically the rusty bell plus polish. So we're gonna go drop this off with our pirate friend, and then progress with the plot, I guess. So this was a very... I guess every dungeon really has some shit you have to do before you actually get to the dungeon, but I felt like this stuff is like a little bit bizarre. I mean, it makes sense when you played Oracle of Ages before, because we've met those pirates in Oracle of Ages, but it really makes no sense to me that somehow they crashed through dimensions into what is essentially hell. Pirate ship, but I also guess they're talking skeleton pirates, so they don't follow normal pirate rules. But anyway, let's go ahead and give him the bell. Oh, you brought me bell. Thanks, let's take a gander. Ah, there's no mistaking it. This bell is full of memories, but that don't mean that they're all good. Sniff. Now I'm all pensive. It's not like me. We're off, mateys, to the sea. What a beautiful sound. That voice, could it be? Aw shit, it's Ambi. Captain, am I dreaming? I've been on an eye-opening journey through time, but never did I expect to meet you again. Especially here. Ambi? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You can tell he is very, very confused and excited because of the number of question marks they used. Nay, 'tis I that must be dreamin'. I never thought we'd meet I'm tired of doing this pirate voice. Never thought we'd be meeting again after so long. Even now, when I think of our parting, it pains my heart. Though many years have gone by since then, you are as beautiful as ever. Spoilers, it's because she's an 8-bit sprite with no facial details, TBH. Nay, you are unchanged, every bit the man you were, if not a little bit thin. Ambi. I would stay here with you if I could, but... well, the truth is the plot needs him, because if he doesn't fucking help me out, I can't save the day, so we need to borrow him and his pirate ship, and then also, he is clearly a seafaring pirate man and afraid of commitment, so they're just gonna hug, maybe kiss. I feel that's a little awkward, because he is a skeleton, but you know, whatever. He's rattling his bones, and we are going to make it to the surface. But first, we gotta get aboard the ship. Now reporting, Captain, the ship's all fixed. We can set sail anytime. To the ship? Okay, I guess we're going in one by one. Yep, we are. Aye, we're off, mateys. Anchors away. And this just, like, literally makes no fucking sense to me. Like, they're just diving straight through the sand, and then they're gonna pop out in the desert. I don't understand. But that's okay. This is just how it's gonna work. We have to get into it. I actually really like this song that plays right here, too. I think it's really neat. Captain, desert dead ahead. Older steady, to the sea, mateys. But it's impossible. Fool, it's do or die. We'll make it if we give her all we got. Aye, sir. Okay. Man, these pirates are so fucking cute. I really love their little outfits. They're so adorable. We made it, Captain. The sea. By Jolly Roger. Ay, go mateys. This is it. Aye, sir. Arg, the sea is truly me home. Me heart's come alive, aye. Sound the bell. Can't hear it. I don't know, I think it might, the bell might actually be like a gong or something, TBH, but I'm not really sure. I'm curious if it was like a bad translation that called it a bell, because I think that sound was supposed to be it, but it doesn't sound like a bell to me, anyway. So the pirates are getting seasick now, because that's funny. It's funny to have seasick pirates that don't even have stomachs to be seasick with. Arg, I've been on land so long, I got seasick. Ugh. It's no use, think about it. We ain't sailed since we died. You call yourselves pirates. Shameful fools, getting sick as the moment you set sail. It's... oh god, it's no use. Put her ashore. Aye, sir. Okay. I guess we're doing this then. So this is basically our excuse for not becoming pirates for the rest of the game. They decide that they actually need to come ashore. Which is good, because we were on that ship and we eventually needed to finish saving the day. Ugh, set anchor. So now they're going to be here for the rest of the game, and that entire sequence of events was basically so that this pirate ship would act as a bridge to connect these two sides of the map. And we will never interact with these fuckers again, and that's really for the best, because I don't want to do that. But now, we got some things to take care of. First of all, we got some money to collect here. Shh, don't tell. And he gives us like 250 smackaroos, I don't know, he gives us a lot of money though, I didn't count the exact amount. But we're gonna need that later on, I think. In addition to that, we also have a secret to pick up, so this is one of the last two upgrades that I'm gonna get on screen. Can you hear my regret? Sure. I worked in a library in Libriana, long time ago. Just because I hear secret, I become this. To set it right, I want you to hear secret. Hear my secret, you understand? Yes, this was secret. Blittle. Understand? I didn't, but I'm gonna say yes. So, now we got some bombs, and this is just letting us know that we need to bomb the wall in case you weren't paying attention. Shit! Awkward. Okay, there we go. And then we need to clip our jump-a-ma-doo again. There we go. So, after we change the season, we are actually going back to Horon Village so that we can... Actually, no, we are not. We're gonna do that... I can't decide when I want to do it. You don't really need the shield in the next dungeon, so spoilers, the secret's gonna let us upgrade our shield, which is one of the last two upgrades. I feel like I literally just said that, but I don't remember. So, we're gonna actually upgrade the shield at the end of the next dungeon. So this dungeon that's coming up, we're gonna do it, and then after we get out of it, we're gonna upgrade the shield, because it would be nice to have the shield in the dungeon after that. So, that is the plan. Also, it's basically an excuse, because I do not remember the secret. So if you don't remember, you don't actually enter in the same secret that you were just given. Getting that secret allows you to put in another secret that in turn lets you get the item. But we'll talk more about the specifics of secrets later, or you can refer to my previous videos. In the meantime, I really have not talked about, like, anything substantial in this video, I feel like, in part because there was so much fucking NPC talking, like, all these fucking pirates really just wanted to tell me so much shit that I didn't really care about, and that's fine, good for them. I'm glad those pirates had some speech to have. But we're in the 7th dungeon now, and that gives me an excuse to talk to y'all more about things I want to talk about. Like, why the fuck did I just get hit by that Stalfos? I think I actually kind of want to talk more about Zelda games a bit, because I promised at the start of this LP that I would talk more about Zelda, but I didn't. I started out pretty strong, but I've kind of taken a break from that to talk about my life. So... I'm gonna let y'all know, but I'm not gonna give y'all a committal answer. I would really like to do a Let's Play of Twilight Princess HD version, but I would have to get a new capture card, because I don't have one that can really capture newer games. Like, the one I have really can do GameCube games, and that's really about it. Be gone before the fires go out, or else. Peace. But anything that really uses HDMI or any newer games just are gonna look really choppy with the capture card I have when they come out of recording. Also, I tried playing Twilight Princess on my new TV and the GameCube edition of it, not Twilight Princess HD, and good lord, it looks so fucking hideous. Man, it looks terrible. It's not that the graphics are bad, they just do not look good on a high-end TV. They just look really choppy, and blocky. Like, everyone looks really blocky, and their polygons are so chunky. It's just really, it's amazing. But I would really like to play that game, because I feel like it would be a very fun game for me to LP, because there's just so much to explore, and it's just a very large map, and it's a game that I played towards the end of high school. So I would have some cool stories to tell about that. I also like the plot of it a lot, although I think in retrospect, I actually like Wind Waker a little bit more than Twilight Princess, but I like exploring in Twilight Princess more. But I think overall Wind Waker was probably the game I enjoyed more. So we're gonna take this and light these fires with our slingshot. There we go. And this ghost is going to get fucking pissed at us because we put out those fires that it worked so hard to get. And we just need to sidestep several times and we're good. So, I'm gonna let you know we're gonna encounter another similar ghost as a mini-boss, but it'll be a different ghost. And that is basically like the theme of this dungeon, is there are different ghosts that have like different curses, and we need to murder them so that they stop cursing the rooms. so that's the real one. So we need to kill all these buckos. There we go. Actually, we didn't even need to do this yet, but I'm doing it. This dungeon, it's pretty seamless to go through in my opinion. I actually think this should probably be the 6th or 5th dungeon. But the item you get from this dungeon is like really good. It basically like opens up almost the entirety of the rest of the game for you, because spoilers, the item from the 8th dungeon is kind of superfluous. Like, I actually think you don't even really technically need it to beat the game, you just need it to beat that specific dungeon. And otherwise, you don't really need it. But the one you get from this game, or from this dungeon, really is shit. I just walked straight up into that hole. The one you get from this dungeon is really useful, and you'll see what I mean. And you can probably figure it out from looking at this screen. Basically, if it has level 1 near it, that means it's eventually going to get upgraded, so you can take that info and do with it what you will. What's some Zelda stuff I can talk about? So I guess shit, I gotta re-enter this room and also get my Pegasus seeds on. So I actually bonded with... So when I started college, I met this dude who was really into Zelda, and we actually bonded over Zelda Yaoi, which was pretty fascinating. And I realized, even though I never had a... Fuck, I did this wrong. I realized, even though I really wasn't a person who had crushes on, like a crush on Link, that I realized from talking to him that like a lot of people really wanted to fuck Link as teenagers, and that's so freaky to me. Like I didn't understand it, but I get it now. I get the appeal. He's nice, basically. That is the appeal of Link. There we go. We got this puzzle, and we got a key. But he like started showing me Yaoi, and basically pornography of our hero, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is very fascinating. And I mean, I peripherally liked it a little bit, because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit erotic to me, but I think part of it was also that I was into that guy. So we bonded over that, but I also lent him my copy of Skyward Sword, and I've actually never beaten Skyward Sword, because during the time I would have been interested in it, I gave it to him, and I'm not saying that it's like his fault I didn't beat it. It's more that, like, by the time I got it back, I realized I was not really that interested in it. But then also I started seeing, or really talking to became friends with benefits with another guy, who, actually I don't need to go this way yet, I need to go to the right. I became friends with benefits with a guy who... That's not true. Okay, this is what I need to do. I need to re-enter the room. Friends with benefits with a guy who's also really into Zelda. And I realize now that the gays really fucking love the Zelda series. Like, we're all about it. So what I need to do is get this here. I'll just show you. I'll jump up in here. So I need to get this in that position where the hole on the right is. So we need to get it to where this block is right now. But I didn't do that properly, so we gotta re-enter the room and reset it, because I totally forgot what I was doing. I had to think about it. That's part of the benefit of doing commentary, is that it gives you an excuse to, like, waste time while you figure out what you were doing in the game if you forgot. But... wait a minute. I just did it again, I forgot, but I know what to do now. I need to do it from this side, which is actually what I started doing the first time I did this, but... That's unfortunate. That means I did it wrong again. So it needs to be... No, I didn't. it's fine. No, it's not. Where is it? Okay, it's fine, yeah, that's where I needed to put it. So I'm gonna get another key over here, I believe. Nope, it's the map. Shit. So I didn't even need this shit. We're gonna have to figure out where to go now, because I kind of forgot. But I actually think I'm gonna cut the video pretty soon here, but I'll finish telling my story. So basically I was into this another guy who really liked Zelda. Well, specifically Link, but he liked Zelda games. He's actually really cool. I actually still kind of like him a little bit, but he's dating someone. I actually think that's something. I think I actually fucked up a little bit with that, because I feel like I could have dated him if I asked, but I kind of settled for just having sex, because I thought that was all I could get. And that really sucks, because he's really fucking cute, and we have similar interests. But I do think that my political beliefs would have eventually alienated him. I don't know. Because we just felt very different about some things. But at the same time, I don't know. That was the first time, like, I felt different about things than someone, but, like, it still was compatible, you know? Like, it wasn't like we could, like, agree to disagree. I don't know. It's like when you like someone enough that you can agree to disagree. That's amazing. It's beautiful. So that was what I was supposed to do, by the way, get that key that was over there. We can't do anything in this room yet, so we need to find... There we go, I can push that. Eee! Fuck, okay. Well, I was trying to avoid them, but it didn't work out. There we go, get out of here. I really feel like I could've... I really feel like I should have asked him to date. We really could've. I think he would have been open to it. He was pretty into me, but... that's not how things worked out. And then also we were both just really busy. And he had a different schedule from me. Hey. So I think we're gonna hang out in this dark room for a bit while I finish telling another story real quick. So also, I think I do that a lot, basically, where I settle for having a sexual relationship with someone, because I think that that's all that they're gonna offer to me. Or rather, let me have from them, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like, okay, I might as well just take what I can get, and just accept, like, just casually having sex sometimes, instead of actually trying to date them. But I realize that's a deception, because very often I think they're just going off of what I give them, basically. Like, if I start it by being sexual, and then I begin it by being sexual, and then I don't say I want more from it, of course they're just gonna keep it sexual, because that's what I told them I wanted. Also, side note, my mom really pissed me the fuck off today. So I was just saying hi to her, because she had a minor surgery, and she just got home. And she started, so I was like, talking about, I forgot what she asked me. See, this is how pissed off I was. I forgot what she asked me, but basically, the topic got brought up that I don't like to be touched, and she was like, well, how do you have sex all the time then? And I was like, why do you fucking need to tell me that? Because for one, I don't actually have sex that often. Well, I mean, technically maybe. Like, I really have sex once or twice a month. And that's an average, because I go multiple months without having it, and then when I do have it, I have it a lot in the same month. But anyway. It really annoys me, because she does that sometimes. Like, I think she does it to try to, like, shame me. Like, she'll bring up my sex life, and to basically be like, I know you're having gay sex, and that's disgusting. And that really annoys me, that she's like that. That really actually pisses me off a lot, because it's not done from, like, a sincere place. It is to make me feel bad. Which it doesn't work. It ends up disgusting her more, because I admitted I'm gay and I have sex, but she's really the one who has a problem with it. So I cannot go this way, but what I can do is use this bounce-a-majig. There we go. It is. And the fuck. Okay, we gotta do it again. Actually, I really should cut the video soon here. Once I get through this room, I'll be done, but that really pissed me off that she was like that, and so I just stopped talking to her for then, because it was annoying. I actually kind of wish that I could interact with my parents more about my sexuality sometimes, but I also feel like that's for the best, because I just don't feel like having their opinions on some of the things I do, and I think that's partly resentment, because, like, I had to learn, like, how to deal with all this gay shit, like, by myself, and, like, if they just suddenly started trying to, like, parent me about it, I would be, like, very pissed off. Also, I need to jump onto this thing. There we go, I made it. Fuck! Okay, I moved too early. I did move too early. It's a little bit embarrassing. Well, not really, I'm not, like, embarrassed, but, like, it was an obvious mistake. I should've paying more attention. Anyway, spoilers, we got the Rocks Cape. So, what this basically is an upgrade of, of the Rock's Feather, which means we can now jump really fucking far, and so we don't always have to have Pegasus seeds on hand to do things. What this also means is that we basically can navigate the rest of the entire game. If we left this dungeon, we theoretically could do everything but the final boss, because we have what we need to get across the rest of the map. But anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all later. It's awkward to cut off in the middle of the story, but, you know, sometimes I gotta do it, because this video is dragging on really long. But I'll see y'all later, thanks and bye.